The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Down 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
44-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Taken the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Mecole Hardman.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Down back at the 32.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
First down.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage and play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Jacobs now. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
All right, open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Chiefs 21, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Well, they run to Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The tackle made at the 44.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 56 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Travis Kelce.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And
he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again. 3rd down here.
3rd down
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got room. And he will be out of the matchup as we are off to